But you know what? We had 9 heads agree on one thing.
Yes,
That
we
happened.
did.
That happened.
Yes, we
Right?
did. What?
And
I mean, it's the right
9,
decision, and it would have
right?
been horrific if it weren't that. I can't imagine in any universe that that should not have been what happened. I'm
Right.
personally relieved that it did. And that is whether it was Trump or somebody else. I don't care who it is. Given the circumstances that we're in right now, he absolutely should not be taken off of any ballots in any state for any reason. And thank goodness SCOTUS laid the law down, basically.
Yeah, and the decision, you know, the word on the decision was twofold. One, he hasn't been convicted of anything, right? So you can't arbitrarily take him off of a ballot because he hasn't done anything wrong.
Right.
And 2, because they said, hey, states, this is a federal election. You don't have the right to do that. You want to do that within your own state on state ballots, state level elections. That's up to you, your state constitution, and your state Supreme Court. But on a federal ballot, can't do it. Not your place. Don't do it. Right now, these, you know, everybody has been commenting for the last, I don't know, my entire lifetime about the Supreme Court and how it's politicized, and, you know, so many justices under whichever, you know, president put them in there and whatever party they are, and blah, 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 blah. 9-0. Okay. They all agreed. They all agreed on this. And so these are the 9, you know, greatest legal minds in the United States right now, at least as a collective. And you know what happened already today? There are 2 Congress people. One of them, a lawyer and a former Harvard professor, who believes that he knows better, right? And I'm talking about Representative Raskin and Representative Swalwell, who have already said they are going to find a way to go around the Supreme Court and make sure that President Trump is not allowed on the federal ballot. Like, I understand it's theatrics for their voters, and it's all those things, but the arrogance associated with that is the worst thing for our 3, you know, the 3 legs of the stool. That's how our guy, right? We all saw that when we were growing up, right? 3 legs of the stool, to believe that they can just push one of those aside. Actually, really, they're pushing 2 of them aside, and they're making Congress the most powerful, because this way they are dictating the presidency and they are pushing the Supreme Court off to the side, right? The level of arrogance there is unbelievable.
It's astounding.
To be tried.
Yeah.
Truthfully.
Right. And you know, what's also astounding is that they'll get some support. They'll get some people that are like, yeah, that's right. Absolutely. And of course, as soon as they get shot down, you know, those people back in, like, I don't know. I wasn't agree with that. They're crazy. You know how they all operate. But yeah, I mean, you're literally they are literally looking at the foundation of what our country is built on, and saying, no, it doesn't work for us because it's not what we wanted. So we're just gonna, you know, it's like, you know, people trying to change the Constitution. We don't need that. That doesn't fit, you know. These people are out of their Evan-loving minds, and they should be booted out just for that alone. Get out.
Yeah. It's bordering on treasonous, right? I mean, it really is.
You know, it's funny. I almost said that. I'm like, I don't know if that's like the right word for it, but it is, though, right? I mean, that's treason against your country by basically trying to subvert the law of the land, essentially, right?
Yeah. It's, you know, that whole, like, insurrection thing, right? That they keep.
Yeah. There you go. Yes.
Yeah. It's amazing to me, because you're right. They will get some backing. Some people will stand behind them. It will die very, very quickly and quietly, truthfully. And it is all, it's all theatrics for their voters.
Right.
But regardless, like, this is egregious. It really is egregious. And the arrogance associated with it is baffling to me. But the fact that 9-0 wasn't enough of a message.
Right.
Like, this is one that anybody, again, with any amount of
Mhm.
brain should look at and go, we probably need to leave that one alone.
Right.
We probably need to just walk away. Like,
Mhm.
I know Illinois just did it just the other day, like last week, and the same day that actually in the same decision where the judge was like, yes, take him off the ballot. Oh, by the way, we're going to suspend my own decision because I know it's going to be appealed within the next 4 days. And I know that
Mhm.
the Supreme Court is ruling on this, but if it stands in Illinois, this is what's going to happen. So even
Mhm.
then, you know, the judge knew it was, the likelihood was about 0. But if there's
Right.
another state's attorney or another state Supreme Court beyond today that decides to try this crap again, like, that should be, you should be tried for treason. You
Yeah,
just for,
absolutely.
yeah. And now you are leading, you know, you're on the brink of leading an insurgency against the United States government because the Supreme Court
Yes.
just said no. And I get it, appeals,
Mhm.
and people are going to say, well, you guys just said question everything. Yeah,
Mhm.
you're right. We did, within reason. This is not
Within
within.
reason.
When
Yeah,
9-0,
this is not.
yeah, when 9-0 is the decision, there is no reason after that. None.
Right. Yeah, absolutely. Yep. So guess what, y'all? You are no doubt gonna be seeing that face on that ballot, no matter what state you're in. Like it, love it, hate it, whatever your feelings are. That's what you got. Oh, and don't forget, guys, you know, here's your other choice, though. You know, sorry,
So,
had to.
and I'll throw this in because this is the new. So 2 things happened just within a couple of hours. Michelle Obama said not running for president,
She said she's not doing it. I saw
and
that.
she's not doing it. And then the one from, I think, Secretary Clinton yesterday was, he's old. Get over it. Get used to it. Just accept the fact that he's old. Listen, we accepted the fact that he was old 4
Yeah.
years ago.
Yeah.
It's not about his age. It
No.
really isn't. It's about his
No.
competency. So I wouldn't care if he was 67. I wouldn't care if he was 57. If he's
Right.
acting like this, right?
Mm-hmm.
The guy's
Yeah.
got dementia. And
Yeah.
that's what this is about. This has
Hey, but
nothing to
listen,
do.
he cleared his exam without a cognitive test, but you know, cleared it, so all good.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
So crazy.
Yeah.
So crazy.
But yeah. Just forget the fact that he's old, is what she said. Just forget
Yeah.
over it.
Okay.
Accept the fact that he's old. No.
Nope.
Absolutely not.
Nope. We're fine as we can be, as fine as we can be with old. We're just not okay with dementia,
Yeah.
cognitive decline to the
Nope.
extent where he can't remember anything whatsoever. He can't debate. They won't let him debate. You know, his engagements are very limited. You know, any speaking thing that he does, very, very brief, very short. They're already talking about they're not going to be putting him out there. They're going to have, you know, what is it called? Pinch hitters. I shouldn't try and talk in any kind of baseball terms. I don't know anything about baseball, but you know, they're going to try and put other people out for him to basically speak for him on his behalf. Come on now. I mean, this is just to the point of full on absurdity. So, but this is the circus we're living in. And, you know, here we go. Grab our usual saying, guys, grab your popcorn because the show continues on and on and on.